So with a split squat, biggest thing we're looking for, when we pick a bench, if we use a bench, a box, a chair, whatever it is, we don't want that to be too much higher than the knee. Okay, so when you're kind of measuring whatever you're using, make sure that it's not so high above the knee that we're trying to come all the way up here to make it happen, okay? We want to stay right about knee level, and we're gonna go either laces or toes. I prefer laces, a little bit of a wider base, makes it a little bit easier in my opinion. Our foot, gonna be pretty much right under the hips out here, a little bit forward inclined, but mostly square under the hips, everything facing forward, so toes out. When I come down, I want to come and almost rock back a little bit, okay? So when I come and I rock back, my chest is nice and high, and then I rock forward and up. Rock back, forward and up. Rock back, forward and up, okay? Notice, when I'm doing these, my body stays pretty high. I'm not way out here in front. If I lean out in front too much, it's gonna put a lot of stress on the knee and a lot more stress in the quad. It's okay to work your quads, but with a split squat, we're looking to work hamstring and glute predominantly. So in order to do that, I want to stay a little bit taller and not lean quite as far forward, okay? So again, nice and tall, I sit to the bottom, my chest stays up, notice my center of mass right in between my feet, and then I'm just gonna drive up. Same thing to the bottom, rock back slightly, chest is up, and I'm out, okay? With weights, same thing, down to the bottom, rock back slightly, chest is up, drive out. Down to the bottom, rock back slightly, onto the heel, drive out, okay? Biggest thing is, when I come down into the bottom of that split squat, I wanna make sure that I rock that weight back onto my heel. I shouldn't feel any stress in the knee whatsoever. If I do, I'm too far forward on the toes. I need to either raise my chest and or rock back onto my heel a little bit. So kind of keep in mind what you need to do there to keep that kind of squared away. So that's what we're looking for on those, the weighted, the unweighted version. If you're uncomfortable coming up to a bench with that tail foot, okay, we can go standing, okay? Same thing, down, okay? Weights on the heels in the front, and I'm just gonna press out. Down and press out. Ultimately, what I'm doing, hitting the hamstring here and coming kind of straight up into that squat. If you're doing them without a bench, try to do them weighted, okay? It's a little bit easier, obviously, if we're doing them on the floor. You're not gonna feel it quite as much. So if we can, just take some weight, drop down into a lunge, right? Chest is up and drive. Chest is up and drive. Chest is up and drive. Practice that, but if you need to do the floor, do the floor. You can push your tail foot against the wall if you want to, but try to get up onto a bench, whether it's knee height or below, just to kind of work that stability and give you a little bit more of a range of motion.